So let's set up the game. We've got the dreamer, begin with the villain. So she is a little girl, psychic little girl. I'm gonna put a counter on the HP tracker. She's got 6 hit points. That's not many. So we've got the setup here. So setup. At the start of the game, put the dreamer's villain character into play. Dream side up. So okay, but already did that. Reveal cards from the top of the villain deck until each projection cards are revealed. Edge is 3. I've got each 3 heroes. Put them into play. Shuffle the other reveal cards into the villain deck. Okay, so that's beginning. 3 projections. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, if there are no projection cards in play, destroy each hero ongoing cards and flip the dreamer's villain character cards. Okay, so got to destroy the projection cards if I can. Whenever the dreamer will be dealt damage by an environment card, the players may redirect it to the hero character with the lowest HP. So thematically, that means that the heroes try to protect the dreamer. Okay, to try to destroy the projections. These are nightmares, in fact. Because the last point is if the dreamer is reduced to 0 or fewer HP or otherwise destroyed, the heroes lose the game. So you've got this 6 HP little girl in the middle of a big fight and you must avoid her getting killed. Okay? So we can see that at the start of the villain turn, you've got to check if there are no projection cards in play. You destroy each hero ongoing cards, and you flip the villain card. So if you flip the cards, you have this other nice drawing. So she opens her eyes. And you have these gameplay rules. So I'm gonna look at them now. When you play Sentinels of the Multiverse and you don't know yet the villain, you can keep the surprise for yourself and not read that, but I'm going to read that because it will be easier for us to understand what we have to do. Once you've destroyed all the projection cards in play, at the start of the turn, you will go with these rules. So whenever a projection card is destroyed, put it under this card. At the start of the villain turn, if there are H times 2 cards under this card, the heroes wins the game. The remaining here is the same as usual. Environment damages can be avoided if the heroes are redirected to themselves. And the dreamer must not die. What's added is that the dreamer, at the end of the villain turn, deals each non-villain target H minus 2 psychic damage, that's 1 damage, at the end of the villain turn. And then you play H minus 2 cards from the villain deck. So at the end of her turn, the dreamer will, once she's on this side, she will do 1 damage to each non-villain target, 1 psychic damage, and she will attack with a mind, everyone, except projections, in fact, and herself. And she will play one other card, 1 card added to the card she would have played from. For her turn. So how do you win? Once you have destroyed all the projection cards in play, you've got to carry on destroying projection cards. And once you have destroyed 6 projection cards, you win. Okay, so that's quite simple. Protect the dreamer, destroy the projection cards. Okay, so I put that here. And so at the setup, we've got H projection cards. So I have to shuffle the deck a lot. Okay, I don't remember if the last time I played this deck. There are so many decks. That's so good. So reveal cards. 1 projection. That's whip a horn. Right. We've got a flavor quote here. Right. Why does it have a whip for a horn? Mainstay for whipping. Yeah. Violent Nightmares is not projection. Okay, we've got illusory demon. Okay, and treacherous ape. So we've got these 3 projections. And I shuffle the other reveal decks, cards in the deck. So, many people complain about bookkeeping in Sentinels of the Multiverse, but this is really easy. The only thing you have to do is to think thematically. So you read what's written on the card and you try to visualize what happens here. Whippercorn, so that's a unicorn you can see with a whip instead of the horn. Okay. At the end of the villain turn, you can see that both these cards that have at the end of the villain turn effects and treacherous ape at the start of each hero's turn. We'll say that effects. Whippercorn. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals a non-villain target with the highest HP H-2 melee damage. So H-2 is 1 melee damage. She whips. Okay. So that's melee damage. And this is at the end of villain turn. Non-villain target. This means possibly environment targets or hero targets. This is one target. This is the target with the highest HP. Okay. One melee damage. And second effect is a target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the next villain turn. So this will neutralize a hero or an environment target. Okay? Most of the time a hero. So this is a nasty one because often the highest HP hero does a lot of damage also. So we're gonna see that. Illusory Demon. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals a non-villain target with the highest HP. So this is the same target, okay? 3 infernal damage. H infernal damage, that's 3. So that's a lot of infernal damage. So it hits stronger, okay? When this card is destroyed, destroy one hero on a going card. Okay, so it is stronger, it has a bit less HP, and we have to take it out of the game quite quickly. Treacherous Ape. At the start of each hero's turn, this card deals that hero character card 2 energy damage. So it will hit at each hero's turn. Okay, it's a Treacherous Ape. When this card is destroyed, destroy one equipment card. So I know before I consider my characters that this will prevent a hero, the highest HP hero, if this is not the highest HP, see if the highest HP target is not an environment target, from dealing damage. So that's annoying. This does a lot of damage, so this is annoying also, but maybe a bit less at the beginning. Therefore, you have to be really careful not to lose too many HP because you will die, and eventually you will die. Yeah. This one is nasty because it's each time. What balances this effect is that he has only 2 HP. So it is he can be killed more easily. Okay, so you've got this balance of these monsters. Okay, you imagine at the end of the hunter, both these ones hit. This one hits really hard, 3. This is infernal damage. Okay, this one is melee, it's a whip, but only 1 damage, but it prevents the corresponding hero to do damage for a complete round. And then this one, maybe the one we will have to kill the first. This one, 1 hero ongoing card, and this one, 1 equipment card. So a way to avoid being too annoyed by this is to have no hero ongoing card or no equipment card at the time these projections are destroyed. Okay, so now that we've got a global view what will happen for the dreamer during the game and for these projections during the beginning of the game, as long as they're here, as long as there are not too many other cards, we can set up the heroes. So heroes we've got, we've said there was Mr. Fixer. I'm going to put them in the order of the random rolls. Okay, I can't do that differently because I can decide that it's better to have such character before another one, but don't want to think about it and show you just how you can have fun playing that. Setback, so that was CRP and then setback, if I remember correctly. CRP is isolated in the Oblivion box here. Okay, each one has a small counter. Here we are. So that's 29 points. I use the Dark Watch, nice shiny variant cards. since the beginning of the series, I decided that the events, the turn of events, made these characters gain these special variant cards. Okay, this is Dark Watch series, and in the setting of playing comics of the multiverse, variant cards can be introduced, but there's a need for a thematic reason. So I shuffle the deck of Mr. Fixer. I put 4 cards here. Okay, and his deck. That's some room for here the discard pile of Mr. Fixer. You can put the RP just next to that. Don't need more room. I need just room here for the play area of Mr. Fixer. Some room from the play area of Dreamer, and we'll have the environment there. So DRP, she begins same thing. I use them. I let the original character card, don't show it. Put it under the variant card. Okay, and she's got shuffle the cards. Having sleeves helps with that. She's got 27 points. She's here. Take 4 cards for her to begin with, and then Setback. Setback also has his nice variant card. Okay, he's got 30 points. So I put his counter here, 30 points. This one lasts long, but let's shuffle the cards, and here we go. 4 cards for him. Here is deck, the room for the discard pile, and I've got just now to take, we said Omnitron 4. So is here Omnitron 4. Okay, so I just have to shuffle Omnitron, which is quite a nasty environment. Always ready to eat you. Okay, here we go. Begin with the, so we've got, you see that here, the HP tracker. Okay. And now you will die for the different targets here. Okay. I don't put dice on the targets before they lose HP. Okay. So here we go. That's beginning of the game. I can reread the what's on the Dreamer's villain cards, but we understand. It's noted at the start of the villain turn. If there are no projection cards, destroy each hero and going card that flips the Dreamer's cards. That will happen when I've reached the objective of killing each and every projection at the same time. So it deals with damage and environment and the fact that Dreamer can be killed. So there is nothing here for us except these winning and losing conditions. Winning, temporary winning conditions. So I just take a card from the villain deck. That's another projection. At the start of the villain turn, this card deals the non-villain target with the highest HP, so that's the same target than for Whippercorn and Illusory Demon. The Toy Master will deal X psychic damage, X number of equipment cards he plays plus 1. So that's at least 1, and the more I play equipment cards, the more there will be damage here. Okay, and this is at the start of the villain turn, so it won't do anything this turn. If I can kill it before the next villain turn, it won't do anything. So we are at the end of the villain turn. She does 1 damage, highest HP. Oh, it's just here, I can see that. Oh, that's very practical. 1 HP for Setback. At the end of the villain turn, the card deals the non-villain target with the highest HP 3 infernal damage. So the highest HP is one of these, and you can choose which one you want it to be. So you want maybe to put damage on people who can heal. So Setback has some healing ability at some point, so that will be Setback who will take 3 damage. Okay, Setback has been hit here, so he won't be able, Setback, to do damage for the next round until the start of the next villain turn. That will be the whole round. Okay. So now I'm gonna play Mr. Fixer, but we've got Richard's Ape. Okay, at the start of each hero's turn. So it takes 2 damage. That's Mr. Fixer, excuse me. Okay, Mr. Fixer. Okay, what Mr. Fixer has this power to do 3 damage. Okay, and then destroy a hero or a going card, or going or equipment card. So you see what's happening here. He destroys ongoing or equipment cards when it does this 3 melee damage, which is a very powerful attack. So I've got, when I see what the villain does with ongoing cards, here you destroy 1 ongoing card, here 1 equipment card when the target is killed. I've got no interest in putting ongoing or equipment cards in play. I think I'll focus on one-shots, if I can. I'll try that, okay? So, does he have a one-shot? Yes, he's got one here. I see that he has a toolbox. The toolbox allows to draw 2 cards, and at the start of your turn, return this card to your hand. If it is not destroyed before, okay. But I'm gonna stay with one-shots. Okay, one-shots. Mr. Fixer deals 1 target 2 melee damage with his left punch. Okay? The eyes beg me for mercy, I grant it with my fist. Ha! Okay, so 2 damage to Treacherous A, because I don't want it to keep on doing damage. Schlack! In your face. Okay. When this card is destroyed, destroy 1 equipment card. Hey, no equipment card in play, so I'm easy with that. Okay, Mr. Fixer, this now I'm gonna use his power. 1 target, 3 melee damage. Destroy a hero, ongoing or equipment card. There is no such card in play, so okay. Who should I hit? So I'm gonna take a look at what the other characters can do. Setback won't be able to hit, so that's the RP. Maybe we can take can put some damage. So we've got this ongoing, which has an effect when she enters play. It can do 1 over damage when we are flipping a token. I have to add the token of RP. Okay. There's not a lot of damage. She can do 2 damage with this card. And this would be a way to kill Illusory Demon. Yes. Whippocorn annoys me because she prevents damage, and I've got this nice setback. But setback has also this power. I can use this power to reduce damage. Okay, so let's go. Mr. Fixer does 3 damage to Illusory Demon. So I take a die and put it here. 2 HP remaining. So here, now Mr. Fixer draws 1 card. The HP, I had forgotten. The RP, excuse me. I had forgotten. I plan on making a card. Instead of using these tokens, I have to sort each time. Where is the last token? Let's see. Okay. There is a very easy way to replace these tokens with a single card. You glide under the main character card. Okay. She begins this way, I think. And so this is her turn. Treacherous Ape is dead, so there won't be any hitting from him now. She will play this. When this card enters play, RP X. The RP deals 1 target 1 final damage. So that will be him here. Injure Demon takes 1 damage. Whenever you flip a control token, the RP deals 1 target 1 infernal damage. Okay, so she uses then a power to flip 1 control token. So she flips it and use this power whenever you flip a control token, 1 infernal damage to Illusory Demon. So yes, you die. And the effect is that when it dies, when its card is destroy 1 hero ongoing card. So that destroys RPX. That's not a problem. At least it's dead. And the power, what you can do after that is you may play a card. So I've got ongoing and one shots. Flip 2 control tokens, draw 2 cards. Discard up to as many cards as there are crow tokens. Whenever you discard a card this way, the RP it is 1 target, 1 projectile damage. Okay. So I'm gonna draw cards, I'm gonna discard cards, and I'm gonna do damage. Okay, that's a good thing to do. So, flip 2 control tokens. I'm gonna play this card, thanks to our power. Okay, so I flip 2 control tokens, tuck, to purple yellow tokens. I draw 2 cards from a deck, and I've got these both of these equipment cards. Because my problem is that equipment cards will be destroyed quite quickly. At least not now. Maybe not now. Yes, if I want to use Mr. Fixer's power. Okay. Which one should I keep? Maybe I'll discard one. Yeah. Discard up to here. I've got discard up to as many cards. So I can discard 3 because I have 3 crow symbols tokens. So I'm gonna discard 1. Each time I discard a card, I do 1 damage. That's a way to hit these projections. I think I'm gonna discard it because that allows me to do more damage, even if it's not much. And I'm gonna, when I see the other cards here, I'm gonna focus on crow tokens and do a lot of damage. Try to do that, to destroy a lot of projections in it, maybe environment cards. So that's the end of the turn. I've removed 2 points from the Whippocorn, and she draws 1 card. Okay, 1 shot in the discard pile, and we're in with Setback. Setback has this nice ongoing card. This is very powerful card. He adds 3 tokens to his unlucky pool and then deals 3 damage. That's nice. Or he has to make sure he does not go above 10 tokens, unlucky tokens in his unlucky pool, because he would else deal himself psychic damage. But he can't do any damage because of Whippocorn. But I can put this card in play and use another power. I can use this one. No, it cannot deal damage. So I'm going to put this card in play. Okay, into play. And he won't use this power. He will use this one. Remove 1 token. And he has no token in the pool, so that makes no effect. Reduce the next damage dealt to hero target by 2. So he will reduce the next damage dealt to hero target. So he does not have to choose the corresponding hero target. The next damage dealt to hero target will be reduced by 2. Okay, he draws 1 card. So he's here to protect his fellow superheroes. Now, environment cards, resource recycler. Component at the start of each turn. So each turn, villain, hero. If the top card of the trash pile associated with that turn is an equipment card or device card, put it into play. So that's more playing with equipment in ongoing cards. That's nice. This is a recycler. At the end of the environment turn, put a drawn card from the environment trash into play. Yes, there is nothing in the environment trash, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so all I have to do is it will check. We're in this kind of robotic environment. I'll have to explain that in the story for the Dark Watch issue. But all this kind of robotic environment, and there is this recycler which is always checking everywhere if there is not some equipment lying on the ground somewhere, and it will take it if it can find it, and it will put it into play, it recycles it, and it will reappear brand new. Okay, so that could appear to be a kind of strange thing to do, but there will be a lot of other effects with this environment deck. So that's nice. Okay, so now we got another round begin. The Dreamer does nothing, we already talked about it. There is an effect at the start of the villain turn. This card deals non-villain target with the highest HP. X psychic damage, where X is the number of equipment cards in play plus 1. So I took care not to play any equipment cards, or I have none in play. So that will be 1 damage, always to the highest HP. Is the HP will be one of these. Okay? If nothing happens during the turn, that will be surprising, there will be other effects. But if no damage is done to heroes, Whippocorn will hit the highest HP hero because no environment target for now. And this hero won't be able to do damage. Okay? So the Toymaster will remove 1 hit point to one of these. I have to choose which. And if no other hero is hit during the villain turn, the other hero will be hit by Whippocorn, and then won't be able to do damage during his turn, his or her turn. So I have to check. Mr. Fixer likes to do damage. He's here to punch everyone. Okay? So I don't know if it's a good idea to have him not do any damage. TRP. I wanted to have her with more crow tokens, green tokens, and purple tokens. This represents the fact that she breaks loose. The purple tokens represent control over magical powers, and the green crow tokens represent the fact that she breaks loose, and she does more damage when she breaks loose, depending on the cards you have. And with these cards, I thought I would do that. Flip. Well, maybe I will prevent the RP from doing damage and try to have a trigger over effect. So I will do, the Toymaster will do the 1 damage to Mr. Fixer. So now I have to draw 1 card, play 1 card from the villain deck, and there are chances that all this will move, but I had to think about it. So it's Grotesque Arachnoid. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the H-1 non-villain targets with the highest HP, 2 toxic damage each. So H-1, that's 2. That's the 2 non-villain target with the highest HP. So there is no target in the environment targets. And so this will concern the hero. So this makes 2. But I have to consider the order in which the cards have appeared. So this will be the effect at the end of the villain turn of Whippocorn before this effect. Okay? So, okay. I had planned well. My plan has not been disturbed by this card. Okay, so Whippocorn acts first for the end of the turn. She eats the RP with 1 HP, and the RP won't be able to do any damage because she's been whipped by Whippocorn. And then this card does not do anything at the start of the turn, and Grotesque Arachnoid is going to attack with his big teeth. Beware, this beast is born from dreams tainted by another world. Yes. He will do 2 toxic damage to the 2 targets with the highest HP. Every hero has the same HP here, so I have to choose among them who will be hit and who will not be hit. Once again, setback does not fear being eaten, and for the sake of having the RP hit more by Whippocorn, I think Mr. Fixer and setback being able to hit, maybe I will get Whippocorn out this round, but these will be, the two guys will be hit. Okay. So now that's Mr. Fisher's turn. Mr. Fisher is not really happy, you know. He's been hit quite well. He was at 29 points, and just after 2 turns, he's been hit by Illusory Demon before. Now it's the turn of Grotesque Arachnoid. Okay, and Toy Master, I think. Yes, Toy Master also. So I want to king some has, and maybe I'm gonna put. I could play this card into play, draw 2 cards, and if I use Mr. Fixer power, it will destroy 1 hero or equipment card, and I want to destroy this equipment card because I know if I destroy this equipment, it won't return to my end at the start of the turn. Return this card to your end. This effect will apply only if it is still in play. So no, if I play that, I will draw 2 cards. That's nice, but this effect at the start of your turn, return this card to your end. This effect can only apply if this is still in the play area, and Mr. Fixer destroys something. Maybe I will rather setback can do 3 damage. I'm sure I can do 3 damage. What has setback? I have to take a look at setback. Yes, this we can do 2 damage. And deal himself 2 damage at 2 tokens, and setback can do 5 damage. So he could take Whippercorn away, and this one could make 4 damage to 2 cards. Or if I play this one, I can do 5 damage to 1 card. So considering who is here, really kill Whippercorn. Yeah, that's the kind of choices you have to make in Sentinels of the Multiverse. That's nice. So I'm gonna play. Can make 8 points of damage if you use that. So that's nice. Yes. But you cannot do this multiple targets thing, so it's only 2 to 1 and 3 to another target. Oh, that's the same. I think I won't be able to kill. Yes, Whippercorn is my priority. Grotesque Arachnoid would would be nice to kill Arachnoid. So if I made, no, I won't be able to do that. Can do 4 and 4. Yes, I will do that. So, Mr. Fixer plays that. Whenever Mr. Fixer deals damage, he may deal that damage to 1 other target as well. Increase damage dealt by Mr. Fixer by 1. So, I will use this power, where he makes 3 melee damage. Increased by 1, that makes 4 damage. Okay, this is my 4 fingers. Yeah. And he will be able to do that 4 damage to another target. Okay, so I put this card here. I use this power, so he can make 4 damage. He makes 4 damage to Grotesque Arachnoid and 4 damage to Whippercorn. It leaves it with only 1 HP. And then it destroys a hero or equipment card, so it destroys this card here, because I don't want this ongoing card of setback to disappear. Okay, that's nice. And then here he draws 1 card. Now it's the RP's turn. She can't do any damage because of Whippercorn, and she can flip a control token, draw 2 cards, reveal the top card of the deck. If you discard it, flip a token. She can play with her deck here. Okay. And then play a card. She will have this power to play a card. Here, this is the power at the start of your turn. Flip token. If you cannot destroy this card, destroy an ongoing of an card. Okay. At the end of the turn, the RP deals X targets 1 projectile damage each. Hey, that's powerful. But maybe I would like her to play with them. Draw 2 cards. Yes, I'm going to do that. So she's going to play this ongoing card. At the start of your turn, flip control token. So that will happen at the next turn. And okay, and at the end of her turn, she deals damage, but she won't do anything because of Whippocorn. And then she flips 1 control token. You may play a card, so you use this power. She flips 1 control token, so she will put... she will put 1 this way because she will use another card. You may play a card, so flip a purple control token. So she flips this token this way. Draw 2 cards, that's nice. Reveal the top card of your deck. Either play it or discard it. This deals damage, and this will deal damage after. Play it or discard it. If you discard it, flip a crow token. But at the start of the game, I will do this flipping, this token flipping. So I prefer to play it. Yes. Remove this, put it in the discard pile. Whenever you flip a control token, I put this 1 target, 1 final damage. So she will begin to make some damage at the next turn. Okay, and she draws a card. Setback, he's here, always fresh, happy. Setback, this 1 target, 2 melee damage. You get Plague Rat, it's not Plague Rat, it's Grotesque Arachnoid, or rather Whippocorn. Alrighty, Smelly and Bitey. Down we go. Okay. 2 melee damage, 1 target, so that will be Whippocorn, who dies. Or disappears for a time, maybe she will come back. It will come back. It's a she, I don't know. Setback deals himself 2 melee damage. So Setback is here and it takes 2 damage. Add 2 tokens to your unlucky pool. I have no token in my unlucky pool, so that makes 2. So this dice here represents the unlucky pool of Setback. And now he uses this power, add 3 tokens to your unlucky pool. Setback deals 1 target, 3 melee damage. 3 melee damage. Okay, dog 3, that makes 5. And 3, that will be Grotesque Arachnoid. I would like it to die quite quickly. And then I remember now, here is the famous bookkeeping in Sentinels of the Multiverse. Last Setback turn, I had used this power. We've reduced the next damage dealt to hero target by 2. And I have not reduced the next damage dealt to hero target by 2. Okay? And this would have concerned Toy Master. Okay, and I had played with, you remember the discussion about Mr. Fixer and the RP. So what will I do? Will I just not care about this, or will I do this effect next time? I'll do this effect next time. I consider this to happen right now, if I can remember it, and I don't care. Okay, draw a card. Now read that. At the start of each turn, if the top card of the trash pile saves that turn is an equipment card, so this will happen here. Or a device card. Okay, put it into place. A device card that will appear in this text. So, device drone, partial omni drone, 30 HP. Oh! When this card enters play, remove 25 HP from it. Ah, so it has only 5 HP. I take a 12-sided die because I suppose something will happen here. At the start of environment turn, so that's already over. We are in the middle of the environment turn. This card regains 8 HP. Okay, so I've got to kill it before it regains too many HP. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals each non-device target 2 lightning damage. Each non-device, that means all targets. That means also the Dreamer. And the Dreamer, I don't want her to take damage. So this is an environment target which will it aims at hitting the Dreamer. One of my heroes is gonna take the damage. So what I'll do is I decide that the Dreamer is the first target. I can choose the order, which this partial omni drone will hit, and I redirect the damage to Setback, but this power effect I had forgotten will take effect now, and Setback takes no damage. So you could consider that arranges me, but things would have been different. We've organized myself differently concerning the Toy Master Whippocorn last round, so that's okay. So no damage for Dreamer or Setback. Now he will hit all of the targets. So Grotesque Arachnoid dies. He had only 1 HP. Toy Master goes down to 3 HP. Mr. Fixer, he has nothing to reduce damage, so it takes 1, 2. Setback 1, 2. What? Be careful with his counters. ZRP 1, 2. The Dreamer, nothing. Okay, that's all. You see? Easy. Now it's a villain turn. The Dreamer has another projection, 2 fairy. Okay, at the end of the villain turn. So, excuse me, before drawing this card, I've got this effect. At the start of the turn, the card is a non-villain target with the highest HP, X psychic damage, number of equipment cards in play +1. Equipment. Oh, no equipment cards in play. So that's nice. Only 1 damage to the highest HP. So VRP takes 1 damage. Okay. Now, 2 fairy. At the end of the turn, each player discard 1 card. So to discard a card is from your hand. Then this card is any hero character whose player has no card in hand, H-1 toxic damage. So if I had a hero with only 1 card in his hand, he would take damage. Okay, but that's not the case, so no damage for my characters, and 2 fairy has only 3 HP. I think it's going to disappear quite quickly. I think even that these 2 projections with only 3 HP will die quite quickly. So it's quite scary, 2 fairy. No, not okay. I thought fairies did nice things, like granting wishes. That's Unity talking in Nightmare World number 1. Okay. Each player discards 1 card. So I've got the discard 1 card. This card does me no good because it will destroy. I think it will destroy. Get that much then. Well, don't that reduce damage when both tool can start can play. I don't know if this will happen because I destroy. I'm going to grouping cards from the other players, from other heroes. So I'm gonna put this one out. CRP. I'm gonna remove this 1 shot. Okay, and he has all the discards top card we made. Okay, this is not the most important card in this deck. Okay, so that's nice. They all have a card in hand, no damage. So that's Mr. Fixer turn. Mr. Fixer has always this great power to deal 3 damage, but he has to destroy 1 ongoing or equipment card. This can be card from a hero ongoing or equipment card. This could be card from other heroes, but he will keep it to himself. When both a tool card and star card in play, increase damage dealt by Mr. Fixer by 1. This will not happen if I continue with this strategy. I can play this card, increase all damage dealt by Mr. Fixer by 2. Increase all damage dealt by Mr. Fixer by 2. This with power, he could be able to do 5 damage, but would make the partial omnidrone die. Okay? That would be nice. But I want to make sure I kill both these projections so that the Dreamer kind of awakens, roused from slumber. Okay, get to this open eyes Dreamer. Okay. So the RP will do 1 damage to X target number. Okay, so she will do 1 damage to each. Setback can kill it. Can kill and do 1 damage. That's a bit. RP will do damage when this comes to play. When I flip control abilities, 1 target, 1 target. She will flip and do damage. Yes. Along with. 1 projectile damage, 1 target, 1 infernal damage. With that damage by hero target each turn, you may reduce. Okay, I think I'm gonna do that this way. So back will take some damage, but I'm gonna get rid of these projections and the omnidrone in a single move, in a single run. So he plays this card, increase all damage dealt by Mr. Fixer by 2. Mr. Fixer this 1 target 3 melee, that makes 5, so he can kill partial omnidrone. You die, you son of a bitch. That's a drone at the end of the mountain. Put a drone card from the mountain. I should try to. Oh no! Excuse me. I had forgotten 1 effect. So, Sentinels of a Multiverse bookkeeping. At the start of each turn, if the top card of the trash pile associated with that turn is an equipment card, put it into play. Or device. And that's a problem because if I want to kill Omnidrone, that will be a device and a drone. Okay. So got to destroy this recycler, but Mr. Fixer can do nothing about it. Just he must not lose too much energy killing Omni drone. I had this equipment card here, so can put it here. Okay, put it into play. So I still am playing that. So now I will do that. I think that's a better idea. I will do that. I already have this increase damage by 1, damage to 1 over target. So it does 3 plus 1, 4 melee damage, but damage to 1 over target as well. So he will kill by himself both projections. So that's nice. And he must destroy one equipment card. He will destroy this one. Okay. Oh, destroys the equipment tool. No, I want the recycler out. Recycler, will I be able to destroy the recycler? I don't know. Will I be able to destroy the recycler? I don't think so. So maybe he will destroy this one. Okay. That was not the best computation, but I want to advance it. I can't just have everything optimized. Let's play. Okay, so DRP. DRP is here, and she has. At the start of your turn, flip a purple token. If you cannot destroy this card. Then if all control tokens are green, destroy ongoing or ongoing card. So I'm just on the right. Okay, that's nice. At the end of turn, DRP deals X targets 1 projected damage each. Okay, where X is the number of motion token of green tokens. Whenever you flip a control token, DRP deals 1 target 1 final damage. So that will be it. Chuck. She can play 1 card if it's time, so she's got some. She can flip 1 control, get back to it, draw 2 cards. Ongoing, the first time each target will be dealt damage by a target each turn. You may reduce the damage by 1. Whenever you use a power on the please player, you may increase by 1 or reduce by 1 of the numerals in the text of that power. That's very nice card. Increase by 1 or reduce by 1 whenever you use one of the numerals. So that's a very nice power where there is difference between numerals and numbers if you want. So that means that if it is written 1 O-N-E, that means that this is not the same as the numeral 1. Okay, you cannot have effect on numbers written in letters. Okay. She will flip 1 control tokens. Right, yes, this one. She can do 1 damage. Yes, this way. And then she may play a card. She won't play any card. So she draws 1 card, and this is the end of the turn. She deals X targets 1 projectile damage. Down 2. Ah no, yes, she will play 1 card. No, she wouldn't play any card. Okay, ongoing. No, so, excuse me. Okay, so that's nice. That's the end of that. She can do 1 damage to partial omni drone. That makes 2 HP for partial omni drone, and setback will take care of it. I've drawn a card, and it's setback turn. So if there is only 1 target, so he should not too much take care of that. Discard top card of each deck. You may add or remove H tokens from your unlucky pool. So I won't do that because I've got this equipment card here, on the trash of Mr. Fixer, and so I think he won't do anything. Just use or you can remove 1 and reduce the next damage. Okay, so he will do that. Okay, so like this 1 target 2 melee damage, so he destroys that, and he's himself 2 melee damage. So setback deals himself 2 melee damage, which allows him to destroy this card while using this power. Remove 1 token from your unlucky pool, that makes 4, and reduce the next damage dealt to hero target by 2. Okay, so I have to remember that. Okay, he draws 1 card, and that's the end of his turn. Omnitron 4. Component at the start of each turn, if the top card of the trash pile associated, okay, equipment card, okay, blah blah blah. Oh, device card! So put it into play. When this card into play, remove 25 points. So that makes 5. But we're still at the start. At the start of the encounter, this card regains 8 HP, so that makes 10 HP. I've got to draw a card now. Component, drawn cards are immune to melee damage. Uh-oh. At the start of the turn, place the top cards on the deck, so this will begin to smell bad here. We've got this end of turn effect. Put a drawn card from the trash into play. There's no drawn card. Okay, and then at the end of the turn, this card is each non-device target 2 lightning damage. So she takes 2, but redirected to setback with the setback power that makes no damage, and then each hero takes 2 damage. Tack jack and setback 2. Okay. Okay. Now we are at the beginning at the start of the villain turn, and there are no projection cards in play. So I'm gonna destroy each hero ongoing cards and flip the Dreamer's villain character cards. Okay, so I'm on the other side. Okay. I've got to destroy 3 hero ongoing cards. If I destroy this one, it will get on the top of the trash of Mr. Fisser's trash, and then I won't be able to take it thanks to recycler here. So this one is good. I don't want it to disappear. I think I'm gonna stop with RP's ongoings because she's able to draw cards and control her deck. So I think she's the one who can easily put other cards back into play. So remember, what does she do now? Whenever she deals damage, okay, that's the same. At the start, if there are 6 cards under this card, 6 projection cards, we win. So I have to destroy 6 projection cards, so it will take some time. I think the main danger will come from Omnitron 4. We have to see that. 0 HP. At the end of the turn, Dreamer deals each non-villain target 1 psychic damage, and you play the top 1 card from the villain deck. So there will be 2 cards from the villain deck each villain turn, and 1 damage. So we play 1 card with the middle of the villain turn. Projection, Granite Oni. Reduce damage to this card by 1 at the end of the turn. The card deals the non-villain target with the lowest HP 2 melee damage. Non-villain target with the lowest HP. This will be it. Okay. But this is melee damage, and drawn cards are immune to melee damage. Okay, so it will do no damage at the end of this villain turn. But we are at the end of the villain turn. Before this effect has to be taken into account. So remember, deals 1 damage to each non-villain target. Tack, tack, tack. And it's psychic damage, so this one is reduced to 9. And draws 1 card. Okay, so reveal cards from the top of the villain deck. It's a 1-shot until H-2 projection cards are revealed. So that makes 1 projection card. Reveal cards. No, it's not projection, it's not projection, it's not projection. Oh, that makes a lot of 1-shots. Projection, okay, Macabre, Spectre. And put them into play, discard the other cards, shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck. So, this card, which makes this effect, okay, stays there for now. I've got to shuffle the trash into this deck, and that's here. And now this card goes to the trash. Okay. So at the end of the turn, okay, look. At the end of the turn, because the non-villain target with the lowest HP, 2 melee damage. So that's only drawn, but it takes no damage because it's immune because of conveyor panels. Okay. Now, projection, Macabre Spectre. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals each non-villain target 2 psychic. So there's no immunity here, it takes 2 damage. And other people also take 2 and 2 and 2. Okay, so that's quickly done. Whenever target other than this card is destroyed, restore this card to its maximum HP. So this has to be killed first. Okay? Let's do that. That's Mr. Fixer turn. We've got the recycler still in place. So this is an equipment card on top of Mr. Fixer's deck, so it comes back to life, and whenever Mr. Fixer does damage, you may deal that damage to one other target as well. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna kill all these little shiny projections, reduce damage to this card by 1, so he has to take a lot of damage at a time. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. It's going to take some risk. No, not really much risk, because this is a card that will get away. Okay, so he uses power 3 melee damage, but he does irreducible damage. So there is no reduction here. Okay, 3 plus 1 plus 2. Oh, maybe this is not the card to play. So coming back, I'm gonna rather play this one. When both a tool card and a style card are in play, increase damage dealt by Mr. Fixer by 1. So that makes an increased damage by 1, and 1 makes 2. So when it does 3 melee damage here, it will do 3 plus 2, 5 melee damage, irreducible. Does it sense to do that? Yes. And then you will put that out. Okay, so he's gonna do 5 damage, and he may deal that damage to one other target as well. So the first card it destroys is this one, because whenever target other than this card is destroyed, restore this card. So I destroy this card. It's a projection. I put it under the dreamer card. Under this card, so I put it under this card. So this does not have an importance. And then it does 5 irreducible damage to this one, so it leaves it with only 1 HP. And then he has to destroy 1 hero ongoing or equipment card. He will remove this one. The irreducibility is quite nice, in fact. Okay, and he draws 1 card. Yes, the RP. The RP has nothing in our play area now, so she will flip a control token. This allows her to draw 2 cards, and she needs cards to have more options. With the top card of the deck, either play it or discard it. If you discard it, flip a green token. So she will play it, because it's a one-shot that tells her to search for Again and Muggin. Yes, they're just here. And put it into play. The card Again and Again against 5 HP, so it's already at max HP. So RP deals each non-hero target 1 projectile damage. So this is reduced by 1, so this makes nothing. And it's 6 here instead of 7. And it deals 1 damage here, so someone has to take it. This will be Mr. Fixer. Clack. Either 3 or more green tokens increase projectile damage dealt by the RP by 1, so that makes 2. And it kills the Oni. I had not seen it. Okay, and it's in fact 5 HP left, and in fact Mr. Fixer takes 1 more damage. And then I can use. I've got only 1 power. I'm going to flip 1 control token here. I think that's a good balance here. And I may play a card. I think she will play this card, Magical Bequest. When this card enters play, you may discard a card. If you do, you may draw a card. Okay, you may discard a card. I'm going to discard this one. Okay, I may draw a card. Yes. You may play a card that's done. Okay, at the end of your so I draw a card. That's a drawing phase. And of your turn, if a flip or control token of this card is 1 target, 2 projectile damage. So I'm going to do 2 projectile damage to this bastard here. Okay. And it's the end of the RP's turn. And now it's setback. Setback as something that allows him to not die when he has to die, and he can discard the top card of each deck and remove each tokens or add to his unlucky pool, and or he can do 2 damage and deal himself 2 damage. I think he's going to play that if he's no use for now, and he will add 3 tokens to his unlucky pool and kill this one. This is a lot of effort put into. Oh no, this is melee damage. Oh no, this is melee damage. So it cannot be killed by setback. So maybe what I'm gonna do, excuse me, is yeah, does he play? He will not play this card. He will just draw 2 cards, not do anything, and draw 2 cards. Okay, so now that's some neutral. At the start of each turn, the top card of the trash pile. Okay, that's done. Okay. At the start, this card will each HP, so that makes 6. Oh, made a mistake because that was 5 plus 3 only. So he should have had 8 HP instead of 10. So now that he was at 3, we should have been at 1, and plus 3, that makes 4. Okay. At the start of another, play the top card. So play the top card. Device run at the end of the turn. This card deals non-device targets with the lowest HP. X energy damage with the Dreamer. But draw can play +1. So will have to be stopped by redirected 2 heroes. Whenever this card destroys target, place top card on the deck. Okay, we'll try to avoid that. It's a drone, so it's also immune to melee damage. It's quite annoying. And so that was the start. Place the top card. Now that's the usual, the normal drawing. At the end of the turn, destroy 1 equipment card and 1 component card. Component, that's good. Okay. Whenever card is destroyed, this way each drawn card gains 1 HP. Okay. And now, at the end of the turn, put a drawn card for the environment trash into play. There's nothing in the trash, so I'm going to destroy this one first. At the end of the turn, this card is each non-device target 2 lightning damage. So 2 lightning damage is 2 lightning for the Dreamer, which the RP takes, 2, and then 2 for setback, 2 for Mr. Fixer, and 2 for the RP. Okay. And here, at the end, this card is the non-device target, the lowest HP X, where X is the number of drones plus 1, 1, 2, 3. 3 drones, 4 damage. 4 damage to the Dreamer, which are the resurrected to the RP. That makes her 10 HP, so that's quite violent. Very aggressive environment. And the last one, at the end of the turn, destroy 1 equipment card and 1 component card. So equipment, I've got only 1 here. And I'm gonna destroy no, I'm gonna destroy this component, I think. Yes. If the top card no. That card makes cards come back from the trash. I have to destroy it. Okay, and got to destroy all these cards because they're very too aggressive. Okay, so now that's the villain turn. Go. So Dreamer deals. So that's a one shot. So Dreamer deals each non-villain target X psychic damage. Projection in play 0 plus 1 1. So each non-villain target. That's 1 psychic. No immunity here. So that's 3 for Omnidron. That's 4 for Techno Pursuer. That's 4 for Mechani Accumulator. And that's 1 here. Okay. So this one shot appears at the right time. There's no projection in play. So now, at the end of the villain turn, it deals 1 damage to the highest HP. No, to each target. Each target, psychic damage. So no immunity. So that's nice, you see. You've got this melee immunity because these are mechanical shields. Here you have psychic damage. Okay, so all this theme really shines all the way. Another card, projection. Dark Hero, oh, look at that, it's kind of legacy. Well, this is certainly odd. I'm not sure how to proceed here. That's legacy talking in America's Finest Legacy number 81. Dark Hero, 5 damage, increase damage dealt by villain targets by 1 H. No more damage now. Reduce damage dealt to projection cards by 1. Okay, so it will have to be taken care quite quickly because Judgment tends to hit a bit. So, okay, so you have this card to destroy, all these cards to destroy. Here they don't have a lot of HP, so that should be doable. Okay, that's Mr. Fixer's turn. So here we are. Whenever Mr. Fixer does damage, I'll get to play a card. Increase all damage. He could do 5, but that would be only 4. I had to hit violently here. Draw 2 cards. Remove this one. I have to hit really hard. Damage would be increased. Yeah, I remove this one. Ah, this is irreducible. Okay, so I play this. Here, this makes this card makes Mr. Fixer's damage irreducible. 3 damage with his power plus 2 makes 5, and so the reduced damage does not occur. There's only no reducing damage here. So this one dies directly. So that makes already 3 projections. I need 6 to win the game. And he destroys 1 ongoing now equipment. I think this will be this one because this ongoing has some drawbacks. Increase all damage dealt to Mr. Fixer by 2 also. Okay. And he draws a card. So the Dark Hero has been killed. Now it's the RSP's turn. We're gonna focus on the environment. Is there at the start of the turn now effect? This power allows me to play 1 ongoing card. This also allows me to play a card. So let's see. Flip a duck. Would like to do a lot of damage here. Okay, I'm gonna stay with 3 or more green tokens because this increases projectile damage dealt by CRP by 1. CRP makes quite often 1 damage at a time, 1 projectile damage. So that makes 2, and that makes a great power. I will put this card into play. After the piece dealt damage by the non-hero target, if there are 3 or more green tokens, she deals that target 1 projectile damage. So each time she's hit, she does 2 damage. So let's hope it's not too many times a Dreamer. Okay, 2 damage. And this would be a way to destroy all these crazy environment tools. Okay, so she plays that. So that was 1 shot. This has to disappear here. Okay. She can flip 1 control token. She will put purple into green, and she can play a card. And she will play Conjure the Ongoing Limited. This will give an effect at the start of your turn. At the first time the RP is dealt damage each turn, you may flip a control card. See, combined with another power that has another card that has 2 damage each time she flips a control token, that can be quite powerful too. So she has quite a reactive attitude. So here we are. I've got played all this. Is there something? Yes. At the end of your turn, ever flip control token. I won't do that. Or this card is 1 target, 2 projectile damage. So 1 target, 2 projectile damage. This kills it. Okay. Clack. Goodbye. Okay. My problem is setback does mainly melee damage, so they are immune to melee damage. Okay. She draws 1 card, and that's it. Setback's turn. Setback would be nice to do of not only melee damage. Cannot do melee damage to these ones. She try to destroy a component, Yes. I get to keep this one. Anyway, okay. So I think I'm gonna play that. So power setback against 3 HP, destroy this card. So setback against 3 HP. 1, 2, 3. Do some tanking here. Draw the card. And that's some instance done. At the start, play the top card of the environment deck. Okay, so that's another mechanic accumulator. Okay. And then when play usual card, all start of turn effects during the environment turn also act at the end of the environment turn. So it will happen at the next turn. At the end of the environment turn, each player may discard any number of cards if at least H plus 2 cards are discarded this way, destroy this card. Okay, so that makes 5 cards to discard. Okay, we'll see that at the end of the environment turn. So for now, at the end of the environment turn, this card deals non-device targets with the lowest HP. So that's the Dreamer once again. Okay. X energy damage, where X the number of drawn cards play plus 1. So drawn, we've got 1, 2, 3, 3, that makes 4 damage. 4 damage, that would be done to the Dreamer, but redirected to setback. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's done. Now, at the end of the matter, destroy 1 equipment card and 1 component card. So I will destroy this component. Okay, annoying component. And 1 equipment. Equipment. I have no equipment. Whenever a card is destroyed this way, each one gun is 1 HP. 1 HP, so 1 and 1. Okay. It does the same, but there's nothing to destroy now. And at the end, each player may discard 5 cards. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that because I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to... 1... 2, 3, 4 off, 3, gonna do 3, 4, 5 this way. Oh, no, where am I? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 cards, destroy this card. That's done. Okay, that's the villain turn now. We'll cast from the top of the villain deck until 1 projection card is revealed. Nice. So, again, grotesque arachnoid. Coming back to Antes. Put them to play these cards over the card, shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck. So I'm gonna shuffle this way. Okay. And put that here. So that was the usual card. So now it's at the end of the turn. So it's 1, each non-villain to get 1 psychic. So that makes 3, that makes 3, that makes 4 here. And everyone takes 1 damage here. Okay, and again, I think I forgot again and again, so she must have taken at least 1 damage in last time, so that makes 7. Okay, at least maybe so it makes 5, I don't care. Okay, let's say that makes 5, okay. So, she draws 1 card. Okay, Macabre Spectre, UP. I'm gonna kill it. At the end of the inventory, it's got this H minus 1. So 2 non-villain highest HP. So this will make 2 damage. Highest HP, this is 1. 1, 2. And then setback. 1, 2. This card is each non-villain target 2 psychic. Yo! 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2 here. And 1, 1, 1. No, I think these environment cards are going to disappear. So that's quite tense. Okay, but I already have 3 projection here. 2 are here. I'm going to destroy them quite quickly, I hope. And that would make me 5 projection cards. So I hope that will be good. Don't have much time. Setback can avoid getting killed once. Okay, let's do that. Style card, I can take a style card. Damage damage is potential damage. It has 2 of your destroy this card. Destroy it, can make 3. Damage dealt is reducible. Style, what do we have as a style card here? Style, no, that's with equipment card. Okay. Trash all your deck for a style card. Projectile. What do we? I already have a style. Okay. Oh, yeah. After the pistol damage by another target, for 3 or more, she deals the target 1 projectile damage. So she was hit once. She had to do 2 projectile damage. She was hit once. This card. So this one already takes 1 damage here, and this one is already dead. Okay. Because of the RP, in fact. Okay. But she also hits the Dreamer. Okay, so she makes that each time after his RP is dealt. Okay, so she was concerned here. She has made that. She has destroyed that. She had to make 2 damage to the Dreamer, but Mr. Fixer stopped that. Okay, and here we are. Okay, so Mr. Fixer must kill this projection first. Baccaber Scepter. Okay. I must search for a style. We have styles. We don't have styles. I've already taken a look. Style. After missing damage, all damage to the target is reducible until the start of your next turn. Increase damage dealt by Mr. Fixer by 1. First time each turn, Mr. will do 2 or less damage. Damage to the target of his choice. That's nice. He will avoid getting hit with this one. Okay, we'll redirect damage by 2 or less. Okay, now that we're here, I prefer that he can avoid damage. So now he's gonna do 3 damage to. No, he's gonna do no damage to anyone because she can't kill it. Okay. So no, he will do 3 damage to this one. 3 damage here. And I have to destroy 1 equipment or going card, so I'm gonna destroy this one. Click. And it draws a card. Now that's the RP. At the start of our turn, the RP is up to 3 targets, 1 infernal damage each. Then if I have 3 or more, destroy this card. Maybe I forgot this effect last time, I don't know. So 1 infernal damage, that's the first card to disappear, so no problem. Yes, clack. And then 1 to this one, and up to 3 targets, and he destroys this one also. Okay, we're good. And now, destroy this card. She could have, each time she was hit, she could have turned this token, so I won't destroy it. Okay, I've forgotten the famous bookkeeping in Sentinels of the Multiverse. But I don't care, it's funny, I can see the effect, I've forgotten something, now I play it, and that's nice. Okay, so now, she will play 1 card. Ouais, on va éviter. We're gonna avoid doing target damage to each non-hero target to avoid to hit the Dreamer, and we're gonna flip a green token. No, I'm gonna play no cards. Flip one control token. So these are free. Let me play a card. I'm not gonna play any card. This card is one target, 2 projectile damage, so I kill this one. So it goes there, the projection goes there, so I'm just one projection away from winning, and she draws one card. Setback, it's gonna do its thing. Remove any number of tokens from your pool, draw that many cards. Is he gonna die? No. Each target can regain 2 HP. Will it be enough? Yeah, that will be enough. So, remove any number. So, he will remove 1. That allows him to draw 1 card. Okay? And each player may discard 1 card. If 2 cards are removed, now I'm going to remove this one. Each hero target regains 2 HP. That's a kind of relief for now. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And it uses his power to add 3 tokens, that makes 6, and to kill. Yes, you die. So no environment card, that's nice. And he draws a card. Okay, so Omnition 4, what does he do? All start of a turn effects during the environment turn, or site at the end of the environment turn. At the end of the environment turn, each player may discard any number of cards, at least 5 cards are discarded this way, destroy this card. So, we'll take care of that next time. All start at the end, 5 cards, that makes a lot of cards. I prefer to take the risk. So that's the villain turn. Yes, a projection, Whippercorn. So she will eat the RP. The RP won't be able to damage, but I hope Mr. Fixer will do that. Then she does 1 damage to everyone. So 1 damage to Mr. Fixer, who can redirect the damage to Whippercorn. And then 1 damage to the RP. And 1 damage to Setback. Okay. Now she plays 1 card. Projection, Treacherous Ape. Oh, so now I've got to take care of one of them, survive 1 environment turn, and at the start of the next villain turn, I'm gonna win. At the end of the villain turn, the card deals non-villain target with the highest HP, H minus 2 melee damage. That's 1 damage I'm gonna make to the RP. Okay, she won't be able to do any damage for the next round, but now it's Mr. Fixer turn. Mr. Fixer, at the start of his turn, he deals dealt 2 damage, but Mr. Fixer redirects that damage to Treacherous Ape, who then dies. And I must destroy 1 equipment card because of that. Oh, I had forgotten to destroy 1 ongoing card last time from the death of Grotesque Arachnoid. Okay, this one, I don't care. And now he can decide to eat. He doesn't care. Does do nothing. Okay, he just draws a card. TRP does. She will give some 5 HP to again and again. Okay, that's nice. And each non-hero target 1 projectile damage. So it doesn't do damage. She can flip 1 control. Okay, so no, she had to destroy this one. So I could have destroyed this one. And I don't care. Don't pay any of a card. Draw a card. Setback does nothing but remove 1 token. Oh yes, he will do that. Protect himself from death and draw 1 card. Remove 1 token with his power and reduce the next damage dealt to a hero target by 2. And this one, drawn cards are immune to melee damage. The start when to the top card. So this is at the start. That will happen also at the end. At the end, it draws 1 card, device. At the end of the monster, this card is each non-device target 2 energy damage. So the Gemma is supposed to take 2 damage. She takes it because I know she won't be killed. And everyone takes 2 damage. The first hero target takes no damage, which is set back thanks to its power. CRP takes 2 damage. Mr. Fixer does not take 2 damage because he can redirect it. So it takes it to Infernal Defense Grid. In fact. No, that's the first time. Okay. And whenever the investor enters play, this card is attacked one damage. That's the end of the man turn. Now it's villain turn. At the start, whenever opposition card, at the start of the villain turn, if I had 6 cards under this card, the heroes wins the game. So I win the game. And that's it. That was nice. So sorry for having taken a lot of time, and there were a lot of holes in my explanations. Should have tried to make things more fun by commenting and making pew pew noises. But I think this is great. Now on to the next video explaining how I write a story about from such a confrontation.